Welcome back, Wicketers. Welcome back to another episode of the Wicket Watchers podcast. I hope you guys have been enjoying the podcast. We've been having a lot of fun recording these. Of course, we haven't had fun with the internet issues, but we're still having fun. I'm your favourite co-host as always, Saran.
The better co-host, the more cricket knowledge, all that stuff, I say every time. We're just better.
Yeah, that's what he says. But anyway, I kind of cut off his intro there. I can only apologise. But today we've got quite a few things that we want to talk about. We've got a special segment towards the end of the video where we give our top 10 cricketers of all time. Because there hasn't been much cricket going on apart from the 100 and then Australia and South Africa. We're going to speak a bit about the 100 first. Because it's been an incredible tournament, hasn't it?
I would say incredible. Because it's been alright.
I think this is one of the better seasons of the 100. It was better than last season, I think.
Yeah, last season wasn't that good. So the top 3 has been confirmed in the men's. Rockets, Invincibles, and Superchargers are all confirmed in the top 3. Rightfully so, the 3 best teams. Definitely.
I agree. So, let's delve a little bit deeper into those 3 teams. First of all, we're going to save the best till last, but Northern Superchargers. What do you think has worked well for them this season?
I think their biggest strength this year has been their batting.
It really has, yep.
Crawley has been excellent.
Contrary to popular belief.
Crawley and Brook has been excellent this year. I'm reading that this tournament, Crawley's been averaging 52 and Brook has been averaging 50.
That is really good. And it's good to see Harry Brook getting into some form, especially with how much cricket there is going on in international cricket, because he needs to be able to replicate that across formats. So it's really good that he's getting some form here. And that he's not burdened by the captaincy.
I think Zach Crawley too. It's really big for Zach Crawley to find form.
Exactly. Especially after his test struggles. It's a lot better to see him doing well in a format that we don't really associate him with too much.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Zach is back, people. The Zach is back.
But for how long, though? That's the question.
Hopefully for the
Hopefully for the the sack.
No. Zach.
It'll all depend. Maybe he gets 4 ducks in a row in the Ashes, and then they'll have no choice.
That's just what happened, though.
Anyway, about the bowling attack of Northern Superchargers, it's definitely been their weaker point, hasn't it? It hasn't been... When we compare it to Oval Invincibles and Trent Rockets, especially the power play bowling, I'd like to say, it hasn't been as perhaps strong as it should have been. I need to actually see who their bowlers are.
Rashid, Potts, Duffy's came in and played well.
Yeah, Jacob Duffy, the number 1 T20 international bowler in the world, which... It's the ranking. I'm not going to say I agree or disagree with it or not.
They've got 1 and 2. Is Rashid still number 2?
I think he's still number 2.
But Rashid, he hasn't played. How many wickets? He's still got.
He hasn't done that bad. I know Rashid. He's had a decent 100. Because the thing mostly about him is that he's kept the runs in check. If you look at the economy rate, that's about as big as a reminder as you'll see, especially compared to some of the other spinners. Spin has really played a big part in this 100. What do you think?
Yeah, yes.
Especially we look at Rashid. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
When we look at some pictures, it's been very spin friendly.
Mm-hmm. And
I think the big example will be Trent Bridge.
Yep. Trent Bridge was more of a batting paradise, though, wasn't it? It was only that one day where it rained, and that's when it became harder.
It's been a spin it's worked really well for spinners every game so far. There's no been real high score yet at Trent Bridge. It'd been like 120s or less. Wait.
That was the contrast to previous seasons, wasn't it? Trent Bridge used to be a pitch where if you were in a lot of form, you would go to Trent Bridge because that would be a batting paradise.
Yeah. But this year, so much. It's helped spinners so much. Before we move on to the next team as top three, who would you say you've been the best player for Superchargers?
Best player for the Superchargers. You can't really go past him, can you? Harry Brook. I'm saying Harry Brook.
I'm going to go Zach Crawley. That's me.
You got Zach Crawley. The biasy.
He's got he's got the most runs, highest average.
Okay, fair enough. That part's fair enough. It was the start bit. But anyway, I'm going with Harry Brook simply because he's shown that he can handle the captaincy while still being able to score, which, as we've seen with most captains, not looking at anyone in particular, by the way, but as we've seen with most captains, they find it really hard to balance the two out. And
hey, what can I say about Stokes?
I wasn't even mentioning Stokes. I was more mentioning Pakistan captains.
I
wasn't even mentioning Stokes.
I thought you were trying to take digs at Stokes. I'm about to say it's Ben Stokes.
Who could diss the legend Ben Stokes? But I'm going to be very interested to see how he translates this into T20, in like his 100 form into that T20 form, especially against South Africa. Because South Africa is going to be a lot different to this. You're going to be facing up against Kagiso Rabada, then that's pretty much the only good bowler South Africa has at this point. But
then let's move on to the team in second place currently, Trent Rockets.
Our home team. We're hoping for them to win.
Yes, we are.
It really has been a surprise. I'm not going to mention your prediction. You've already shouted at me once about it. So.
We went through that last week.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've had a very good tournament. Been a formidable side at home. They've bowled so well in that power play. They've bowled brilliant in the power play.
Yeah, shout out for David Willey, because he's not only been an amazing captain, but it's just Okay, maybe not the last game, but before that, like, but he has actually changed Trent Rocket's fortune quite a bit, hasn't he? It's definitely a step up from Lewis Gregory. No disrespect to Lewis Gregory though. He did win us the title, but it has been a step up, especially from last season. Last season, the power play bowling struggled, and although I'm upset that we don't have Luke Wood, I think David Willey is a more than able replacement. With the amount of experience that he has, and then also the amount of like danger that he presents in the power play, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really has been. There's definitely weaknesses in this side, and it got that they don't bowl well in the power play. They struggle to win games.
Exactly.
And that was shown this week. That another problem is that the two games they've lost this year is at the Oval, where the Eliminator is going to be, and at Lords, where the final is going to be. So that's kind of a problem.
I mean, I think the issue was mainly the fact that we're just very ineffective in the middle overs. Like you said, like Lockie Ferguson, he isn't the bowler that he used to be. At the start of the 100, he hit the ground running. He was good at the start of the 100, but then as it's went on, it's just he hasn't been as effective. I think it's mainly been because of the pitches. Like, as you said, they've been more spin friendly.
Yeah.
And that's what Oval has been. Oval has been more spin friendly. And yes, Trent Rockets have got amazing spinners. They've got Rehan Ahmed. They've got Joe Root. But
he hasn't bowled yet this tournament.
I'm surprised. They should have bowled him at least once. The golden route.
The famous saying among England fans is that he always gets one.
He always gets one. I thought that was Jacob Bethel. You always said that in your cricket captain videos.
No,
He always gets one.
I was on about Joe Root, you idiot.
I've said that you said in a cricket captain episode once that it was with Jacob Bethel. I'm pretty sure.
I've never said that. I'll never say that.
I can't remember. You haven't recorded one for ages. You need to get on it.
No, I'm stopping it. That's just an announcement. I'm stopping it.
You're stopping cricket. Oh no. Oh no. Why are you stopping it?
Don't get views. You lot don't watch it.
Oh dang it. We'll come up with some more amazing content, don't worry.
Yeah, back to Trent Rockets. What was even up? Oh yeah, about Jerry. Yeah. So let's just move on with that. The batting has been good. It's been good.
It has been good, yeah.
Banton's got the most runs for the average 32, 227 runs. He's had a good tournament, Tom Banton.
I was surprised by that. I was really surprised. But good for him though.
Second is Joe Root all of a sudden. 203 runs. The last two games, all of a sudden, he's found his
this is giving the time where we won the title. It's giving that time again. The amazing opening partnership, then the middle order struggles.
All of a sudden, he's found his form again, Joe Root. I mean...
About time.
Yeah, it was like for the first 4 or 5 games, he couldn't get past 10 runs. He struggled in the power play. And these last 2 games, he's took... Even though one of the last 2 games was lost, he was the highest scorer in both games. And now he's actually got a better average this year than Tom Banton all of a sudden.
Yep. I think that's the thing with Joe Root, because he's a good spin hitter, and definitely on the pitches, which have helped spinners more, that's where I think he's been a bit more effective. I think he's probably... No, Joe Root he's decent against spin. He's not bad.
No, but you're looking completely wrong. Have you not watched the last 2 games?
I've been busy with so much other stuff, I can't remember.
The last 2 games have been pace friendly, and he's batted brilliant.
Oh, so you're struggling against spin. Okay, I can only apologise.
Struggling against the spin on the spin pitches.
I can only apologise. It's been a stressful week, guys. It's been a stressful week. Too much stuff to do.
So he's really struggled at home, Joe, but when he played on the Oval, it was very pace friendly and he played very well.
The one good thing about playing in the Oval.
In Wales, it was very good for pace and he played really well on it. So he's really found his form. But we'll do what we similar did with Northern Two Charles. Who would you say been their best player, Trent Rockets?
Oh, this is very interesting.
I've got my answer. You go first.
There's quite a few people you could mention. Oh, I'm struggling with this one. There's quite a few people I want to say, but then there's always these pros and cons. Let's hit your one first. Let's hit yours.
No, you go first. You go first. Go on.
All right. I'll say Tom Banton.
I'm going to go Rian Ahmed.
I was thinking to say that, but then I decided to go with Tom Banton instead because he has scored the bulk of the runs. He's given the Rockets amazing starts, but I can see why you've picked Rehan as well.
He's took wickets, crucial wickets at times. He's batted well at 3. He's shown the form what he showed in what he's done this year in county cricket. He's shown that form in the 100. He's earned himself a call up in all the South Africa squads. So I'll have to go Rian Ahmed.
Yep. He deserves it thoroughly. Now we move on to the team who's up for the three-peat.
Yeah. And they'll probably do it. I'm going to admit, but I hope they don't.
I hope they don't.
But they won't once again look like the best team in the competition.
5 miles. 5 miles. Absolute miles. And there's so many players we could talk about. But I think there has been a bit of a weakness that I've noticed. And it's not really a massive weakness because the middle order somewhat compensates it. But then when we looked at that game between Invincibles and Rockets, well, we didn't look at it, but you mentioned how they bottled it. But the top order, they felt like cards, like a house of cards. The top order, I'm pretty sure, really struggled.
No,
but then
Jordan Cox came in at 3 and got 58.
No, I'm talking about the opening partnership, Will Jackson.
Oh yeah. That's probably that's been the opening partnership.
When that's done really well, it's put them in a really good position. But then when it's not done well, then suddenly it becomes panic stations. But then we look at that middle order, it's not as much of a hindrance this time. Because unlike the Trent Rockets, their middle order is very stable. Like Jordan Cox, as you said, an absolute talent. He deserves to be in those squads.
And then not.
Pardon? But he's not.
How he's not.
Exactly. And Sam Billings, the calm presence in the middle order as well. And that's where Oval Invincibles have really proved that they are invincible. Just because of the fact that they've been able to keep their calm in almost every situation. Like even when the top orders failed, the middle order batters have come good. And then and then the bowlers especially, when one bowler's had an off day, the rest of them pitch in. Like I don't think they've conceded that much the entire tournament. They've been by far one of the best attacks.
The thing with Oval Invincibles, I'm looking at the stats here. The only 2 times they lost is when a team got 180 plus.
Exactly. That's the issue that I'm thinking about because
but I think it's teams that get 180 plus a lot. Actually, no. You look at these who lost individually. They lost against Birmingham Phoenix and Northern Superchargers. Their loss against Birmingham Phoenix was a Liam Livingston masterclass. Nothing what you can do there when they set 180 over Invincibles. I got chased down because Liam Livingston just battered them about.
His takedown of Rashid Khan was legendary.
Yeah. Then they lost to Northern Superchargers. Northern Superchargers got 198. So you've got to pull off something special to beat them.
Exactly. And that's why I think Northern Superchargers could potentially be their bogey team. You never know. Because they could score 198 again. But I don't know about you, but I don't see Trent Rockets scoring 190 plus. No. That's just me.
Because Trent Rockets, their strength is bowling first. If they don't bowl first, they've lost. They will struggle because they even though when they did bat first, they did get 171, but I mean they bottled it. So
yeah.
Then like I said about Trent Rockets, if they don't bowl well into power play, they're in trouble.
But then we have to remember one crucial element as well. The Oval Invincibles don't have Rashid Khan.
That's true. There's no Rashid Khan for the final.
Yeah. And really, I say throughout the tournament, Rashid Khan has been that final piece in the puzzle for them. The way that he was taken from Trent Rockets, the way that he was taken from them, I'm going to leave it at that before brain explodes. But he really was the final piece to the puzzle. Nathan Salter hasn't done a horrible job. He hasn't been horrid as Oval Invincible's main spinner. We've seen him. I don't know if you've seen his wacky haircut on
yeah.
I haven't actually seen it. I've just heard that it was wacky. Apparently, I haven't seen it, so I will save myself from that site. But the seasons that Oval Invincibles didn't have Nathan Souter, especially last season. No, not Nathan Souter. Rashid Khan, especially last season and the season before that, he worked with Adam Zampa really well, and there was a good combination there. And
do you want to hear what's supposed to happen? So, Over Invincibles are trying to get Adam Zampa in for the final.
Are they?
Yep.
I thought they went away with that one match rule.
Nope.
I hope they don't succeed with that.
I texted one of the mates and I said, watch Adam Zampa now pull off a masterclass in the final and win it for Invincibles. Watch it when it happens.
Well, it's not going to happen, I don't think. Adam Zampa will take time to adjust to England conditions. He's not the bowler he used to be.
Hey, Sharon, you're just jinxing it now, aren't you? It's going to be the Invincible Trent Rockets final. And
No, we haven't said it yet. Trent Rockets haven't beat Northern Superchargers yet. You never know.
Then Adam Zampa's going to go off a masterclass in the final and get 5 wickets. I tell you, you've just jinxed it. Well done.
Oh, we haven't even given up.
Okay, before we move on to our predictions for the final 3, who has been your best player for Open Invincibles?
Sam Curran.
I think you got completely wrong. It's obviously Jordan Cox. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's quite a few options we could have chose. We could have chose Will Jacks. We could have chose
No. It's obviously Jordan Cox. I need to go through these stats because he has been ridiculous. So, Jordan Cox, this year in 100. Where's that? So, he's scored 327 runs, has got average 65. Is each game. Against Spirit, he got 5 runs. Against Originals, he only got 7 runs. But then after that game, 44 against Phoenix, 86 against Fire, 56 against Brave, 58 against Rockets, 24 against Superchargers, 47 against Spirit.
He is the leading run scorer as well.
He has been ridiculous.
He's been really good.
I think it's a disgrace that he's not in that England side.
Absolutely, 100%. Well, the reason I say Sam Curran... Oh, wait, let you finish your part first, then I'll briefly say mine.
He's probably saved Invincibles multiple times this year, Jordan Cox, with the batting. Because if he didn't bat that well, they'll be in trouble every game.
Exactly, 100%. Especially like we said in that game against Trent Rockets, it was his innings that really sort of started that momentum against them. Especially when Will Jacks and his opening partner got out as quickly as they did.
Yeah.
Right, now let me briefly say why I think Sam Curran is probably their best player this year, because he's scored 100 runs less, but he is one of the top leading wicket takers. He's joint first, 12 wickets from 8 games. And there's really been this point, and like we've seen that moon ball that Sam Curran has, where it just sticks in the air and it's like 56 mile an hour or something crazy like that. And his bowling, it's actually been really decent, hasn't it? I know you don't want to admit it because you're not exactly a Curran fan, are you?
I don't mind some.
You don't mind Sam, you don't mind Ben. It's just Tom you hate.
Yeah. That right.
We're not going to mention Tom Curran. I should have said Tom Curran was my favourite. That would have well annoyed him. Oh, that face says it all. But yeah, that's about it. I just think Sam Curran did really well.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
We'll briefly speak about South Africa, Australia.
Let's give our predictions. Who are we saying will win the 100? Who are we saying are going to win? Who thinks there's going to be the three-peat? Well, yeah. I want to predict something different to you, so I'm going to be different and say Trent Rockets.
Okay, you've literally jinxed us twice now.
I've predicted it. Don't worry, I predicted it. I predict the future.
You actually jinxed us so much. We're probably not even going to get to the final now.
You never know. You never know. It's just my prediction.
We'll probably lose and eliminate to the superstars now. You've said that. Cheers.
Oh, you're very welcome. Anyway, that's our predictions out the way. Let us know your predictions in the comment below. Although we've only been getting TikTok comments about being filmed from a toaster. Also, can I just say, I looked at the comments this morning on the latest shot. Apparently, there was a guy who was at the Invincibles game. I don't know which game it was. And then apparently someone hit a 6. It hit the woman behind him, and then they had to take him to hospital. So
I'm seeing that comment now. I have to look later.
You have to look at that. That was a weird one. I mean, thank you for sharing the story, but I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the TikTok comments. We got so many random ones. It's so funny. Especially how Ollie looks like Colin Carson. That was my favorite one. Anyway, let's move on.
Australia, South Africa then. Australia struggled.
They really did, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, that last game, we have to say, that was an Australian masterclass, wasn't it?
Oh, no, I'm going to talk about that. Let's we're going to try and get the highest ODI score ever. You couldn't. You're not good enough.
I mean, you did get it against Netherlands, of all teams, so...
Okay. So, how is it?
But... We'll talk about that ODI in a bit later. Let's talk about the positives for each side. Let's see. What do you think was Australia's biggest positive here?
Odd, because they didn't play well at all, did they?
They really didn't.
The batting in the last game, that's about it. Mm-hmm. They bowled okay.
This is basically Ollie's way of saying he didn't care about Australia, South Africa.
No, because they didn't play well, did they?
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't play well. It's not looking great for the Ashes, is it, lads? You know,
it's a different format. It's a completely different format.
But it'll lower your confidence, lads. I mean, come on.
I think something impressive, especially about Australia, Tim David. The way that he's come back into the Australian squad, and he's actually been a decent finisher. First T20I, he scored 83. Second one, 50. And then in the next one, only 17. It's a small sample size, but he can still play that finisher role very well. Tim David. He's had a bit of a good journey, hasn't he? From Singapore to Australia.
Yeah, he's probably been the only consistent batter out of all the Australian batters in the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
The rest has just been rubbish.
I think my biggest disappointment was with Travis Head, especially in the T20 series.
Yeah.
He's set himself such a big margin, because we've seen his legendary batting in the IPL. That was something else, and yet he's only put higher expectations on him. I mean, in the last ODI, we'll talk about his heroics in that in a bit, but the T20s, that was someone I was disappointed with.
Yeah, you know, it's fair to Australia. They didn't have their proper bowling lineup, didn't they?
Yeah. But still, they still won the T20I series against South Africa. Yeah. So even though they didn't play as well as they perhaps should have been, it was scrappy. But that's just how strong this Australia side is. That's why I'm predicting an Australia-India final for the T20 World Cup. That's always been my prediction, and it's going to stay that way. As long as they don't end up in the same group.
Yeah, England's got Jordan Cox.
Australia's got Mitchell Stark. They've got Josh Hazelwood.
Who? Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
No.
Also, they have a little guy called Actually, no, he's not even gonna be in the squad.
England's got Josh Archer.
Australia got Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark.
England's got Harry Brook.
Australia have got Cameron Green.
Okay. Even though, that comparison's crazy.
Oh, it's a weird one, isn't it? But here's another thing I want to talk about. Who's Australia's wicket-keeping option going to be? Because they've got quite a few options. They've got Alex Carey, then they've got Josh Inglis. It's a toss-up between those two, isn't it? I mean, Alex Carey, he's not really a T20 player, but Josh Inglis hasn't performed that well, has he? I was disappointed by his performance.
I think they'll go Josh Inglis because, like I said, Alex Carey don't really play for the T20 side.
Well, this Josh Phillippe. I was expecting him to be Australia's next wicketkeeper. He's just had the seasons that he played in the BBL. He was so good for the Sydney Sixers. It's actually so heartbreaking because he's done so well, only to be leapfrogged.
Wait, you want to feel heartbroken for Australian?
Hey, I'm a Pakistani. I'm a Pakistani. I'm not an England fan, so it's fine.
No, but you want me to feel heartbroken over Australian cricketer?
Fair enough. I never wanted you to be. I was just saying.
Okay.
I was.
So currently, the only one I don't mind is Marcus Stoinis.
The only one playing for Trent Rockets.
Yeah, but then as soon as the tournament over,
it'll be interesting to see whether he actually plays the World Cup or not, because he skipped so many of the T20Is and ODIs.
I reckon that he still wants to play for Australia.
Yeah, but then it's always this argument between franchise and international, isn't it?
This is a problem. What Australia, they don't get into this problem what England got into under Josh Butler. When under Josh Butler, some of the big players didn't play these type of like series against like West Indies or like Pakistan or like
yeah,
they didn't play them. So, but then when the World Cup came around, all the big names were back in it, and it felt like a team who didn't like play together, or they wasn't they didn't play the format enough. So they wasn't playing well because they didn't play the format enough.
The thing about Australia is though, especially they've rested their big three, haven't they? Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, then Josh Hazelwood, and they're not doing it because they're letting them play cricket elsewhere. They're doing it out of fear of them being injured. They want to manage their workload, especially for the Ashes that are coming later, and then the World Cup after that. But then it's just like you said, it comes to a point where it's a disjointed team. That's when you start to have players like in the BBL especially doing really well, who are playing these little fringe series, but in the end it doesn't matter anyway. The big names are going to come in.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're just waiting to play.
And then it's just a point where you either play your big names every single game, and then you don't have a fear of injury, because the problem is, if you fear injury too much, that causes a knock-on effect, especially to the rest of the team.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to see that come into play, especially in the ODIs, barring that last game.
Yeah. I think ODI cricket in general, it's the interesting one, ODI cricket, you mentioned it. It's not played a lot at all.
It's a dying format.
It only gets played really on international stages. And that shows that players are just, especially in England. I don't know about other countries, but England is a big problem that the 100 takes place when the one-day trophy happens. So all these England internationals don't play one-day cricket at all.
Exactly. I don't think a single England international plays one day. I don't think any of them have played this year, especially.
Don't think anyone's played ever since the 100 started.
Yeah. And that is a massive issue, as you have said. And then especially with is it a T20 or an ODI series against Ireland?
T20.
Okay. But against South Africa, I'm glad that they're taking... Wait, yeah, they're taking the test players to South... Are they taking the test players? I forgot this. I've actually lost it this week.
No, so... What's it called? So against South Africa, it's our normal white ball squad, what we would normally have.
That's good.
Then against Ireland, no test players.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got ODIs against New Zealand, where it will be test players only.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We get to see Ollie Pope make his ODI debut.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
No. You know what would be really funny if we saw New Zealand play their test squad as well? That would be a bit of a laugh. That would be really funny.
Yeah,
They should. They should.
They're preparing for Ashes series, aren't they?
No, but it would be really funny. It would give them a little meme vibe, and then make ODIs great again.
You don't understand how much is on the line for this Ashes series for England.
There is a lot on the line. That could change a lot.
Yeah.
Imagine you have the same thing to what happened to the women team. A complete whitewash. Then England cricket would have to face some difficult questions.
I don't think I'll return to this podcast.
Well, he's going to be too distraught to even continue.
No, yeah.
So hopefully for the podcast's sake, we keep it on.
So she'll move on to our special segment.
We shall move on to our special segment. We've spent a little while on that, but we are going to talk about our top 10 favourite cricketers of all time.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know many retired cricketers. Me
neither.
So most of them are going to be modern. Most of them. There's only going to be one or two that I'm probably going to...
I think I've got one or two retired ones.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right then, should we begin?
Yeah, you go. We'll do you say 10, you say your 10th favourite, I say my 10th favourite, you say your 9th favourite. Yeah.
Okay, my 10th favourite player of all time, Andre Russell.
I knew you were going to say. I thought it'd be higher.
He would have been higher. Obviously, I was really debating, especially the bottom 5. That was really debate. You could really put them anywhere, but Andre Russell, I've only put him at 10 just because of his performances this year and last year. But in terms of memory, one of my favourite cricketers, because he plays for almost every single Knight Rider franchise. Yeah. And if you guys don't know, I'm a massive Knight Rider fan, Kolkata Knight Riders. And Kolkata Knight Riders, Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, Los Angeles Knight Riders, should have been Trent Knight Riders, just saying. There should have been one for them. And then just how much of a cult hero he's become in Kolkata, because he's done so well. 2019 was probably his best year in the IPL. He did absolutely outstanding. And the issue, but then I haven't put him higher simply because of his fitness. He's been getting injured too much, especially 2020, 2021 season. The way he got injured in those really derailed our fortunes. And it really became a question of, whenever he dived, it was a question of whether he would be able to get back up or whether he would stay down. And then his performances haven't been as amazing as they perhaps should have been. And I'm specifically looking at the Major League Cricket in America. There was this one viral 6 he hit off Harris Ralph. and that went out of the stadium. I remember Ian Bishop shouting, "That's gone into orbit!" That was funny. I remember that. It was really funny. But aside from that, he hasn't really done much in either of those leagues, and that's why he's down at number 10. I'd put him higher if he actually won a Major League Cricket or the International League T20. If he'd actually won one of those, he'd be a lot higher. That's why I've got him in at 10. I can never disrespect Andre Russell.
So before I say my 10th, I'll just give you a little thing. Mine will probably, I think, mine are all English players.
All English players. Well, you're out of the camera. You need to go in the middle.
Yeah,
see, he's making my job harder. When I edit these shorts, I have to put his face into it.
I'm not moving my camera. I'm moving myself. Look, finish.
Yeah, just move your face. Jason, move it into the middle of the camera. You're making my job harder for making shorts.
Yeah, but what's it called? Mine are all English players.
What a surprise!
I know. Big surprise.
But at least I haven't chosen all 10 Pakistani players. You can admit that.
Okay. 10th. I've got Johnny Bairstow, man. Oh, Johnny Bairstow.
Johnny Bairstow. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, when Johnny Bairstow was great, I loved him. When he was England's probably that New Zealand game at Trent Bridge made me love him even more. He was just, when he was playing for England, I just loved him so much. I just loved the way he batters. He felt like the first batter, him and who you felt like Bazball. You could think before this Bazball thing started, he was like the guy who, before Bazball, he was like the guy you expected to hit big out for the England batters. That's why I loved him.
Mm-hmm.
Just Johnny Bairstow. But now he's a bit washed, isn't he?
His 100 form says otherwise. He's the third highest scorer.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So 10th Johnny Bairstow for me. I like Johnny Bairstow.
Now we move on to our 9th pick. Yeah. This is the first Pakistani player I've chosen.
Yeah.
Shaheen Afridi.
How do I know he's going to say that?
No, he's a weird one, to be honest. I really like Shaheen Afridi. He's become one of Pakistan's greatest bowlers, in my opinion. Especially his little resurgence this year, especially from last year. And when he first came on, he was incredible. And I remember, I was very young when I first watched him play in the PSL. I was about, 10 or 11. And then I remember him taking that 5 for 4 against, I think it was Karachi at that time, Karachi Kings. He took that 5 for 4 for Lahore Qalandars, and I was waiting for big things. And he was fast-tracked into that T20I squad against West Indies, and he did really well in that year. And he's only gone from strength to strength. And especially in that 2019 ODI World Cup, the final game against Bangladesh, the 6 for he took, that was really a sign of things to come. And I think probably the best game, it was about 2021 World Cup, Pakistan versus India. He got man of the match for that game. The first ball to Rohit Sharma, one of the best balls I think you'll ever see. That was an amazing delivery. And just the way he managed to roll over the India lineup. And the last wicket he got Virat Kohli out, something that Pakistan has not been able to do. That was the first time they actually got Virat Kohli out off an actual wicket instead of run out. That was a massive thing at the time. And it really proved instrumental. But then obviously when we look at what happened afterwards, after that knee injury in the 2022 World Cup final, he hadn't been the same bowler.
Wasn't that T20 World Cup final, when he got injured?
Yeah, we both know Pakistan would have won if he hadn't been injured. We both know that. We know that. We would have won. If we didn't have Iftikhar Ahmed bowl that over, we would have won.
No. Okay. My number 9. I'm going to go. This is Samit Patel, Nottinghamshire legend.
Yeah. I don't mind that pick at all. I agree with that.
He's always played for Nottinghamshire until now. He's went to Derby, but yeah,
Traitor.
no, but
we can't disrespect him, can we? We can't.
No, he's one great in. He was great, always great in the Vitality Blast for Nottinghamshire. No matter what, he played well. He was always there. In the first 2 years of 100 for Trent Rockets, he was one of our best players. Helped us win the tournament. So yeah, I just love Samit Patel.
It's such a shame he hasn't played for England as much as he should have been. It's a shame.
But was he ever good enough? Probably not. I love him, but he was never good enough, was he, to play for England?
I mean, there is that argument, especially with the fitness rules.
And you look at Samit Patel and you think of him as a Vitality Blast player. You see him and think, he
falls into that great area.
Blast, you look at Samit Patel. You look at players like Samit Patel as a Vitality Blast player.
Yeah, Samit Patel, James Hildreth, Sam Hain, players like them. They fall into that little grey area between international and domestic.
Yeah.
They can't really get into international. They're not good enough to go there, but they're too good for the Vitality as Blast as well. Right then, should I move on to my 8th pick?
Yeah.
My first English player on here.
No.
Alex Hales.
I had a feeling he was coming.
I like Alex Hales. Still no reasons to Samit Patel, but he's a Vitality Blast legend, and he's generally I can't get past him. He's too good. Alex Hales. It's a weird one because he hasn't actually played for the teams that I prefer in franchise tournaments. Like, for example, he was supposed to play for KKR, but then he pulled out, which is why Phil Salt came in. Wink, wink. And then he played for Sydney Thunder in the Big Bash League. And as a Brisbane Heat fan, I was appalled, but... And he also played... But then he also played for a Knight Riders franchise. I think it was Major League Cricket. He took up that opportunity instead of playing for... It was either Major League Cricket or International League T20, but he's played for the Knight Riders franchise, and he did that instead of the 100 and Vitality Blast. And he's a Nottinghamshire legend, and I genuinely can't get past him. I think he's amazing. He's one of the top run scorers in T20 cricket itself, and I think we can both agree he was instrumental in that 2022 World Cup. Him and Josh Butler opening, that was incredible. Especially that demolition against India. That, as a Pakistani fan, I was so happy to see that, how India got demolished.
Yeah. My 8th is, I think, my one and only retired player, Andrew Flintoff.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you're an England cricket fan and you don't like Andrew Flintoff, I mean, what are you doing?
You're lying to the government.
You are. Andrew Flintoff is the cricketing legend for England. He's one of the all-time greats. He's helped cricket loads in general, just because how out there he was compared to what you saw as modern cricket players at that time. He was part of that 2005 Ashes series. I know I wasn't alive, but it was our first Ashes series win in ages. So now he's a coach. He's for England Lions. He's just great guy.
It's weird. I read a story on him a couple of days ago, and his stats, they aren't the best. His stats aren't the best, but it's more about the amount of like as you say, it's more about his influence. It wasn't just his cricketing stats. To call him a bowling or batting all-rounder, that tells a criminally bad story, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And he was a great captain too. Great captain, Andrew Flintoff was.
Right then, are we on number 7? Are we on number 7?
You're number 7.
Right. Shahid Afridi. That's my 7th pick. Shahid Afridi. I've included 2 Afridis on here.
Yes.
And I think it's very much a similar reason for Andrew Flintoff, but like the thing about Shahid Afridi is everyone in Pakistan loved him. Everyone in Pakistan loved him, and this is actually one of my retired players, so very ironic considering you've picked yours and then I've picked mine. Wonder if there's a correlation there. But it's just the way that he always had that kind of superstar mentality about him. I mean, quite literally in his celebration.
Yeah.
As his Starman celebration, quite literally through that. And also because he was an amazing cricketer. He had like 3 separate versions of a leg break and a couple separate versions of a googly. And he developed that throughout his career, and he was really good. And his 6-hitting ability was unmatched. Like, very few players in the world can match the way that he hits his sixes. His hand-eye coordination, and him bringing that down to his son-in-law, Shaheen Afridi, who's actually married his daughter, by the way. And I know, very interesting fact there, but the fact that the both of them have worked really closely together, that's how Shaheen Afridi has gotten a bit better at his batting. But 2016 World Cup, that was his final sort of game.
Yeah.
He didn't have much of note in that World Cup, but then the last time he properly played was in the PSL with Quetta Gladiators, one of my favourite teams. My Quetta Gladiators team. You see, I have a theme for the purple and gold.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a theme for that. Don't know if you guys noticed. But the last game he played there, he did really well. He picked up 3 wickets. It was the best game he played all tournament. And yeah, just love the guy. He did so much for Pakistan cricket, and he will be remembered.
My 7th is a very, very modern cricketer. I mean, he only made his England debut 3 years ago. It's Rian Ahmed. I love Rian Ahmed, man. What a player, you know. I did also.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
He's. I think I just love him. I think he's very good at cricket.
Mm-hmm.
He will be in the Ashes squad. Of course, he will be. He's helping Trent Rockets now. I don't know. It's just something about he has those deliveries that was so special. If he just finds that consistency, he could go on to be a great cricketer. That's all he needs to do.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So that's just a short one there. Rian Ahmed's in 7.
That's fair enough. Right then, number 6. I've got another KKR player in here, another West Indian, Sunil Narine. Oh, what can I say about Sunil Narine? He's a wizard. That's all I could say. He's a proper wizard with the ball. He has that ball on a string, and literally, he's amazing. I'm running out of adjectives to describe him. I think it was 2012 and 2014 that he really showed how amazing he was. And it's really something that has almost kind of upgraded that cricket hasn't seen before. Like, he was very much one of the first pinch hitters. Like, not even his spin bowling, but his pinch hitting. I think that was really revolutionary, especially earlier in the IPL. Like, I remember KKR used to put him up there. Gautam Gambhir as captain of that side. Spoiler alert, I have no Indians on my list. Just putting that out there. And Gautam Gambhir, he used to put Sunil Narine out there first. And the main thing behind that was that if he did really well, he would do really well. But if he didn't do well, that would just be one wicket gone. The thing, he didn't waste deliveries. That was the philosophy behind it, and almost the sort of predecessor to the attacking cricket that we saw in 2025 and 2024. And when he was brought back up in 2024, Gautam Gambhir as mentor, like he pushed Sunil Narayan all the way back up. And the amount of progress we saw from that, he had an outstanding season. He did incredible. That was what won us the title. And then that's only talking about IPL. We're not even mentioning like the CPL, Trinbago Knight Riders, another one of the Knight Riders squads. This time not purple and gold, but red and gold. It's good enough. But it's a Knight Rider franchise.
You like gold, don't you?
Purple and gold.
No, but you said red and gold, so you love gold, don't you? Anything golden, you seem like a big fan.
What can I say? Expensive taste.
Yeah. So my sixth is Jofra Archer. I think he is just he's special to England fans. The pace at 2019 World Cup made me fall into cricket more. That year of 2019 was such a good year for England in cricket. Archer was just special. He made England fans stay in their seats every single time. When you watch him bowl, you don't miss it because the pace is that special. It's just special to watch. It makes you love cricket more watching him bowl because it's amazing to watch him bowl.
I agree. It's special. It is an occasion watching Jofra Archer bowl, isn't it? Right, should I move on to my next one then?
Yeah.
Lockie Ferguson. I bet this was one you weren't expecting.
No.
I have a good reason to say Lockie Ferguson. He is a KKR player. He is, so that's one reason. But then, it's like you say, the amount that he's done for New Zealand cricket, like, let's be honest, he's not one of the ones that New Zealand will remember for a long time, but he's been influential. Like, especially in the World Cups, 2019 World Cup as well. He did really well there. That was his breakout year. And he's just, I remember especially 2020, 2019, he did really well for Kolkata Knight Riders. And then look now, he's even playing for Trent Rockets, one of my favourite teams as well. My favourite team in the 100. Like, his performance could have been worse, could have been better, but he's a special player in my opinion. He's a real X factor for New Zealand, and he's my favourite New Zealand cricketer. So, spoiler alert, you won't see any more on this list, but...
So my number 5, this might be a bit of a surprising one. Probably didn't expect to see it. And that is Tom Moores.
Tom Moores? Really?
Yes.
He's that high?
Yeah, Tom Moores.
I'm going to need your justification for that one.
I do not care how bad people say he is. I don't know why I like him. I just really like him as a cricketer. I don't know what. Sometimes with a few cricketers, you just don't understand why you really like him.
I get that feeling.
Even how bad he is sometimes, I just think he's great. He's always played for Nottinghamshire. That's another thing. This year he's been very good. Probably his best year of his cricketing career. So that's saying something.
Yeah.
Still hasn't made his debut for England.
Probably won't.
He needs to make his debut soon, Tom Moores.
He
better do. He's 28 or no. He might not have time left. I don't know what it's about Tom Moores, but I just like him. I think he's
you know what? That is fair enough. That is fair enough. Let Ollie like the cricketers he wants to.
Ooh, Tom Moores. Originally, I liked him because it was like a joke about how bad he was.
But then he actually did decent for Rockets. He hasn't been too bad, has he?
No, he hasn't.
That is very interesting.
Who's
Right.
your number 4?
My number 4, Rashid Khan.
Even after the betrayal.
I've got a lot of things to love and hate about this guy, but I think I like Rashid Khan. It's just from such noble beginnings, especially because he's from the same country as me, Pakistan. He was actually, I think he was born and raised in Pakistan, but then he moved back to Afghanistan. So in a different life, he might have played for Pakistan. We could actually be good. But
that's not going to happen anytime soon.
You never know. But anyway, Rashid Khan, he's what can we say about him? He really is just a special cricketer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just
that's very special.
The way that he bowls so quickly, and then you don't even get a hint of being able to try to pick him. He's so hard to pick. He's remodeled his action so many times to be as vicious and as pitch perfect as it can be. And he has played for Trent Rockets, and he's done really well for Trent Rockets, and he's done well for Oval Invincibles as well. So a little bit of a there, but
yeah,
it's a weird one because he hasn't actually played for too many teams that I've been a fan of. He plays for Adelaide Strikers in the BBL. He's had some really good success there. He played for Sunrisers Hyderabad in the IPL. Then he's moved to Gujarat Titans. And then he's played for most of the MI teams as well. MI Emirates, MI Cape Town, MI New York. So he's played for a bunch for those MI teams, and I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him at Mumbai Indians soon. Although it depends whether that will happen or not. But anyway, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Harry Brook.
I'm not surprised. I was expecting him to come up soon.
Yeah. It's just Harry Brook, isn't he? He is in what Superboard says, one of England's best ever produced cricketers. He's got the potential to be one of the greatest cricketers of all time. He's a good captain. He's going to he's already had the great career now. He already averages 60. How can you not love him as an England fan? He also he's a bit mouthy, and you love to see that as a England fan, especially towards the Aussies. Can't wait for it. So yeah, can't wait.
Seems to be a theme about the Yorkshire players. I see a theme.
Yeah. Harry Brook at 4. It's just Harry Brook, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Now we move into the top 3. This is going to be very interesting.
Yes.
Ooh, my 3rd pick. I'm going to have to think hard about this one. I have the 3 players. I just need to think about the order.
I know my order.
He knows his order. Thing is, he actually hasn't prepared. I have prepared, but then I'm still struggling on the spot. So, my 3rd favourite cricketer, it's a Pakistan cricketer, the last one on this list, Mohammad Amir. The way that he's derailed his career, obviously, he deserved what he did wrong at that time. He went to jail for that match-fixing event, but...
That's crazy. No, whoa. I'm just going to stop you there.
Wait... No,
you've got a guy who's match fixed in your top 3. That's disgusting, Ron. That is absolutely...
No, you have to hear me out. Look, he's paid for his crimes. He was young at that time. He was only about 21, 22. How many stupid things have you done when you're young?
Not a lot.
He's one of the mature ones. But obviously, Mohammad Amir, the way he derailed his career... He could have been so much better than he actually is, but he's clearly learned from that event and moved on. And that's the thing about life. You have to forgive people eventually. You can't hold them for everything forever. And I'm especially one of those people. The thing about Mohammad Amir is, there's no denying his ability. In my opinion, he was one of Pakistan's best Test cricketers, best bowler, like, when he came on. And that was really evident in that 2019 World Cup. Mohammad Amir was Pakistan's leading wicket taker. And that was before Shaheen Afridi kind of took his place as Pakistan's, like, sort of star boy, like, in the making, star of the making. And it's just the way that it's another example of Pakistan cricket just breaking ties between itself and players. I feel really bad for Mohammad Amir. I mean, obviously, he deserved to go to jail for what he did. That was horrendous. He deserved to be called out for that. But it's just the way Pakistan sort of abandoned him after.
Like the Aussies.
Pardon?
Just like the Aussies, Matt Dixon. Discuss.
It's just the way that Pakistan cricket kind of put him in a black area because of it. Because
Yeah, rightly so.
yeah, but there's a point where you have to forgive someone for that. Like, obviously, he's made a mistake. He got banned. He served jail time. And at that point, it should be kind of a fixed... Like, there's a line drawn under that. It's like water under the bridge. And that's kind of thing. I don't condone that type of behavior at all. Definitely. That deserved to be called out. But you have to give him a second chance eventually. Like, he's made a mistake. But obviously that second chance came in the 2024 World Cup. He didn't perform too badly. He could have done better, could have done worse. But he was ultimately a part of that Fall Guy squad that we lost to USA to. Probably one of the worst days of Pakistan cricket, just to show how far down we've gotten. And yep,
My number
your
3
third.
is Ben Stokes.
I'm not surprised. I'm expecting a name to come up, and if it doesn't, then I will be having serious words.
Yeah, Ben Stokes. I mean,
If you're an England fan, if you hate him, then that's just a cardinal sin.
he's the current captain. He's created so many moments for England fans. You just can't love it. If you're an England fan, you don't like Ben Stokes. Generally, you're not an England fan. You're not an England fan if you don't like Ben Stokes. Because
I'm gonna reverse my retirement before the T20 World Cup. Oh,
exactly. This man came out of retirement to help us for the next for the ODI World Cup back in 2022, whatever year it was, and
that was the T20 World Cup, but okay.
no, it was the ODI.
2022.
Oh, no,
2023 was ODI.
He came out of retirement for 2023 World Cup from ODI cricket.
What was the point in retiring in the first place?
Because he wants to open Test cricket.
We'll see how that's going out.
Going great. But yeah, so you just look at the moments. I mean, Ashes 2019, that probably not one of them. The greatest innings you ever see. Ever.
I can agree with that. Mm-hmm.
Your team was in trouble. You was the last batter in there. You was stuck with Jack Leach at the end, and you pull off something like that. You go crazy and keep England Ashes Hope alive.
And I read a story like that the other day as well. It was reliving that event.
That was just special. And also in the same summer, the madness he did in the 2019 World Cup final to carry England over the line in a Super of all things, one of the most mental games of cricket ever, and he was the main point of it. Then even after that, becoming Test captain, making England cricket exciting again after such a tough time. After such a tough time under Joe Root, how it ended. Then it's just moment after moment after moment. And the 2022 World Cup final, when he pulls off another great innings to get England over the line. and hit the winning runs again.
Whoa, amazing. Against Iftikhar Ahmed. If it was Shaheen Afridi.
So it was another great Stokes moment and proved that why he will go down as one of the greatest cricketers ever. Just because even it's similar to Flintoff, the stats might not be there for him.
I think they're better than Flintoff though. His stats are better.
But the stats might not be there for him, but the moments are just some of the greatest in cricket history, and he's just a box office player all the time.
And it's not even that; it's just international cricket as well. In the IPL, he's done decent as well. I don't know if you remember this, but with Rajasthan Royals, I remember this 100. Like, he scored 100 against, I think it was Mumbai Indians. That was a special innings. It was a really special innings. It was just like what you said. It was a crunch moment. The team was struggling, and then Ben Stokes, like the absolute boss he is, and it was a real shame in that 2021 season. The first game, well, the first catch he took, he broke his finger. That was a big shame.
If you'd ask me if there's any person you want in a winning to chase down a score, you're going to choose Ben Stokes, aren't you? You wouldn't choose anyone else.
I choose Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli, the chase master.
Sure. Any moment when your team's in trouble, you would choose Ben Stokes. I don't get why you wouldn't choose Ben Stokes in that winning moment. So that's my number 3. Stokes.
My number 2. This one might surprise you, actually. This might surprise you. Heinrich Larsson. It's a surprise, isn't it? Heinrich Larsson. Probably someone you weren't thinking.
No, not that one.
The thing is, I've always liked Heinrich Larsson. And I think this really stemmed from the fact that he took the captaincy from South Africa, especially when playing against Pakistan. That was kind of the first time I was introduced to him. That time it felt like he was an alright cricketer. He wasn't bad. But then it was the IPLs and the franchise leagues that came after that really made me like him so much. Because first of all, the franchises he plays for, I'll list them out. He plays for Durban Super Giants in the South Africa 20 League. And he plays for Sunrisers Hyderabad in the IPL. And just the way that he's batted is incredible. Like, he is, if you were to ask me, like, who would I want facing against a T20I spinner or a spinner in any format, I'd say Heinrich Larsson. I'd say he's one of South Africa's greatest spin hitters ever. The fact that obviously being a wicketkeeper helps out when you're facing off against a spinner, because being a wicketkeeper, you have to be able to predict where the spin will go. But then he takes that and he's on steroids. It's crazy. It's mental. Especially in that IPL season where he helped Sunrisers Hyderabad. I know all the focus was on the Travishek partnership, the legend that it was. But then Heinrich Larsson, he was like almost the silent enforcer in that one. And even for South Africa cricket, he hasn't done much of note, but it's a real shame that he didn't find this form earlier and that he's retired from South Africa cricket. It's a shame because he still had so much more to offer. I know we talked about him last week and I didn't have the best words for him, but I have a soft spot for him. I think he's amazing. And he definitely is one of South Africa's... He could have had the potential to be a South African legend.
So that's your number 2, Eric Clarkson.
Yep. What's your number 2?
Number 2. I've been tossing turning with Isu because it could be Isu could be any order. Isu, but number 2. Who else? I mean,
I wasn't surprised. I think I know who the first one is. Quite clearly.
Joe Root is just the greatest cricketer ever I've seen. He is so good. He's just, you're an England fan, you're watching, if you're decided to test game on and you see England in trouble in the first innings or the second innings or whatever, and you're like, oh, we've lost 2-3 wickets there. Oh no, Joe Root's coming in. You literally could turn off the TV and you turn it back on. Oh, we're in good position now. Joe Root scored, and only is that 41st century. Oh, bloody hell! Only 4.
Too little. Should be two. There should be at least 100.
He's got the second most test runs ever. I mean,
he's only 33, isn't he? 33.
Yeah, 33, 34, whatever age he is.
Still has quite a few years to get there. Still,
he will get the most. He'll get the record for most test runs ever. One thing, I don't think anyone will ever get close to the record to. With modern cricket, I don't see people getting close to that record, especially with modern cricket, because of how much franchise and people starting to not play international cricket for franchise cricket for the money. I don't think we're going to see a player as special as Joe Root get all those runs for a while. Even like that year, in one of his best years ever was 2021. England was awful. England was absolutely awful that year. But Joe Root averaged about 18 tests. But England in general was awful. But he averaged about 18, 19 test matches. They are crazy that is for an entire year, averaging that much.
Yep, I think the only thing closest to that was when Karan Nair played. Like, he averaged at like 133, but that was only because of his triple century. Like, in the few innings that he's played.
Well, yeah, a big year. What's similar is Steve Smith, but in 2019 when he averaged about 100 in tests, but no one cares.
Doesn't like Steve Smith. Alright, should I move on to my first pick then?
Yeah.
As a Pakistan cricket fan, it's probably a cardinal sin that I haven't chose the Pakistani, but
yes.
Like, this player, I've always had a soft spot for this player, and to see him progress as much as he has, like, it's incredible. Phil Salt.
Phil Salt. Oh my days.
He's currently my favourite cricketer right now.
He's Phil Salt.
Yeah, Phil Salt. He's currently my favourite. And I don't know, it's a very weird connection I have with him. Like, it's similar to what you think with Tom Moores. Like, you can't hate him. I can't hate Phil Salt. He's amazing. Like, and to see... Pardon?
Don't just speak on...
You can tell he's not very impressed. He's not impressed at all. But I remember the first season... Now, the first time I really saw him was PSL. He played for Islamabad United. He was pretty much a Luke Ronchi successor, because Luke Ronchi had done really well for Islamabad. And then Phil Salt sort of came in, and he did decent for a couple of years, not too bad. But then when he came out in about 2020, 2021. Then he joined again, but for Lahore Qalandars. And I think this was before when Harry Brook really did well in the PSL. This was before Harry Brook did well, but he had a good season. He had a really good season. Then, obviously, I saw him in Lancashire as well. I used to watch occasional matches of the T20 Blast, but he'd be the one name that I'd sort of be fixed up upon. He was I don't know. I had a really special feeling about him. And then to see him go into those England squads and do really well, especially against West Indies, where he scored, I don't know, was it 200s in a row?
Yeah.
That was special. And the fact that he also played in the CPL. He played one match. I don't know if you know, but in the 2019, he was called up for the final, a bit like Adam Zampa probably will be for Oval Invincibles. But he was called up for the final. He got out for a golden duck, which I found very funny. The fact he went all the way to the Caribbean just to go out for a golden duck, and he still won the tournament anyway. Barbados Tridents managed to beat, I think it wasn't Trinbago Knight Riders. It was Guyana Amazon Warriors. They managed to beat them, and Phil Salt, he didn't contribute anything. He somehow managed to get them the win somehow. And to see him now, like having brought KKR to the final, he was one of the reasons that KKR won that year. And how he went to Royal Challengers Bangalore, that will be a bit of a betrayal to me, but still, I still have him on my phone as one of my lock screens on my phone. Because I don't know, he has a special place here.
I have 2 cricketers on my lock screen. I've got multiple people. I've got Joe Root, I'm my number 1.
Can I predict your number 1? I think I know who your number 1 is.
You can't. You know,
Alright.
So
Go
my
on.
favourite cricketer of all time is Tom Curran.
I know he's taking the mic. Tom Curran isn't his favourite. He hates him. He's like the most hated cricketer.
I was the most hated. Oh no.
Look, we should do a most hated cricketer one. We should do that maybe next week.
I think mine would be 4 Aussies. No, there's actually loads of people that we'll probably do that one week. Yeah, my number 1, Zach Crawley.
Okay, that wasn't who I was expecting, but okay. You know
Wait,
what?
what?
Fair enough. I was expecting Jimmy. What about Jimmy?
On my days. No,
Jimmy Anderson.
Cancel this. I forgot 2 cricketers.
What, Jimmy?
This is why you're supposed to prepare, aren't you?
But we've gotten this far. We can't cancel it now. Zach Crawley.
No.
You heard it now. He's a traitor. He's a traitor to all Jimmy Anderson
I
fans.
never said Jimmy Anderson was my favourite cricketer of all time.
But still, I'm surprised it's not even on your list.
I'm going to make 2 changes of my list right now. Johnny Bairstow's not number 10. Stu Broad's number 10. Stu Broad, I love Stu Broad. Nottinghamshire, all the way. Born in Nottingham. That is ending to career is great. So Stu Broad's number 10. Now I need to think of the rest of my list. Put Rian Ahmed 6. We're going to remove Rian Ahmed out of 6, put Jimmy Anderson at 6. There we go. Make that thing 10 Stuart Broad, 6 Jimmy Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah. So number 1 Zach Crawley though.
So I can't use Rayhan Ahmed or Johnny Bairstow in the shorts. Noted.
No. They are not 10 or 6. 6 is Jimmy, 10 is Stuart.
Okay.
So yeah, number 1 is Zach Crawley though. I mean, I'm surprised.
I can understand why.
I thought you was going to say Zach Crawley number 1. I thought like you know.
I was expecting Zach Crawley towards the top. To be honest, I almost forgot about him.
Yeah. Zach Crawley, yeah. He's great, isn't he?
He's a decent cricketer. He's decent.
Decent. Oh, that's just disrespectful. The Zach is back, like I said. The Zach is back.
He's nowhere near my top 100.
100, mate. You got to understand it's Zach Crawley, man. Zach Crawley, yeah. He's going to find form in this Ashes series, yeah. And everyone will love him again.
Hopefully.
I'm a Zach fan. I'm always a Zach fan. When he gets dropped, I might cry.
When he gets dropped,
he shouldn't get dropped. I think, like I said, I think he should be playing all formats for England.
No, okay, that's a bit of a stretch. All formats, nah, no.
The Zach is back. Like I said, the Zach is back. When the Zach is back, the Zach is back. That 2023 Ashes, he was special.
Probably was he the only good performer in that Ashes? I can't remember that Ashes.
What, when he ended 2-2? No, it was a great series.
What was that one in Australia where you got absolutely annihilated by Scott
Yeah.
Boland? Which year was that?
Don't remember it. No idea what you're about. Yeah. I just love Zach Crawley. I don't know why. I just love the guy. Yeah, it's
You know what,
Zach
that
Crawley.
is fair enough. Ollie can love who he wants.
And Zach Crawley's one of them. I love Zach Crawley. Zach Crawley, man.
Yep.
He will be England's opener for the next 5 years.
As long as he does well against Australia.
And as long as McCullum's still in charge, we'll be fine.
Anyway, that's our top 10. That was our special segment. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do you reckon we end it there? End it on a high note?
Yes, we'll end it there. We'll end it there with Zach Crawley.
Yeah. England fans, I swear, delusional. Anyway,
Delusional.
thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Make sure to like and subscribe to never miss out on another podcast. You also support us as well. Hit the notification bell icon to never miss another episode. Obviously, Cricket Captain's not happening anymore, unfortunately. So you can roast Ollie in the comments below. We'll think of something to include in there. We'll think of something as a second sort of side series and some extra content. So thank you guys so much. Keep supporting us on TikTok. We really appreciate it. We're almost on 100 followers. Very, very excited for that. And yeah, have a good one, guys. We will see you in the next one.